Today's August 10th. I'm bringing you the new moon in Leo video that won't occur until August 16th, but figured I'd try to get it out early. This is going to be a long one, so hang in there. I've had some people ask if I would put out a video with the ascendant signs or the rising signs, so you can then understand, maybe you can take this new moon and its energies right to your chart or to your life. So I'm going to do that, and I wish you the best here in listening to it. Leo new moon is the sun's ruled sign, and it's where we create. It's where the spirit must bring alchemy and make things better, make things more. For this new moon, Leo will host the sun, Venus, and the moon. And what I like with that is that it will get your spirit to awaken, bring alchemy. Your creativity is going to be unbelievable. Your past is going to help you, and I've been using this word a lot, in knowing. So you'll find out what you know versus what you've learned, two different things. So know that your knowing should be heightened here, and you should not be afraid to investigate that which you feel, or that which you deep within you, and it's ingrained, which you feel is you. Don't be afraid to do that here. History is your scene, finally. Most are seen. If you're not, that's okay. You don't have to. You may never. But you see that history is basically a big pile of lies that we're starting to figure out, and we're starting to do something about. And I've been waiting for this for most of my life, so I'm actually happy about that. Now, this new moon in Leo, wherever it's going to fall, is going to help you, because Venus and the moon are there. It's going to help you. I don't want to say it's going to be simple, but I think it'll be a little easier for you to sell the narrative, to understand the narrative, or do plant seeds where it is you want to go. I was joking with some people the other day, when they start, and I'm going to get on y'all about this too, as you watch all these other videos. There's a bunch of great peoples out there, but I'm trying to plant seeds for you in your life to go and nurture and grow. Careful with the other people. I don't want any weeds in my seeds, so to speak. So that's my new term, weeds in my seeds. Don't want to see it. My other new term is going to be fascinating. You'll hear me say that a lot, as that's how I think we just get to the more pure form of life. Wherever you go now, from now on, I'm begging you to say, how can I find whatever it is you're getting ready to do, the fascinating energies that are involved with this, okay? So I think that's this new moon that we're getting ready to experience. We're in the half moon right now, just after, and I think this is the awakening of what's going on. I had a bunch of what I thought was very prosperous things to do today, and had it all goofed up this morning. So, but I didn't get upset. I can push that out to another time and make that work. So, just to let you know, it's not all smooth sailing, but I can tell you, when chaos or frustration comes in, best way to handle it is patience. And I know a lot of you love that damn word. So the conjunction of Sun, Moon, Venus in Leo I talked about, that's where the new moon is going to be. This is where we're going to plant seeds. I'll talk more about that when I hit ascendants. Uranus and Jupiter is still conjunct, still in the sign of Taurus. And this is a unique, chaotic, unbelievable understanding of the world. Taurus is the first of the earth signs. So what happens here is we must understand how the world works, and then figure out how we can work within the world. Taurus is where we build that first segment, base, foundation, whatever you want to say. Having Uranus there is going to be from a unique perspective that you can sort out, or is within you. Having Jupiter there, it's expanding that. Also, lies about how the world works are being revealed. This Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus, tremendous help right now. The other conjunction, Mars and Mercury in another earth sign of Virgo. You're going to see we have a grand trine I'll talk about in a bit. And Mars, Mercury in Virgo helps you perfect and helps you sort out And I'm talking more on the lie side because that's where we're at. All this stuff all these narratives and everything that you're being fed is the narrative of the simulation, so to speak. Mars is going to give you the passion to dig and maybe call bullshit on it. Mercury will help you sort it out. Nothing goes into the sign of Virgo, transits the sign of Virgo without it being perfect, in some way, shape, or form manipulated and then perfected from all of our perspectives. So Virgo's the second of the earth signs where we must look at the base we built and say, all right, what do we want to put on this base? How best can we provide comfort, luxury, beauty, all those things in whatever it is we're building? I don't care if it's a business, a home, an idea that something's going to be manifested on the physical plane. Those are the conjunctions. Squares. Uranus is going to square the Sun, Moon, and Venus. Now, the Uranus is in Taurus. Sun, Moon, and Venus are going to be in actually Uranus and Jupiter both do this. They're going to be they're in Taurus, the first of the earth signs, and Sun, Moon, and Venus are in Leo. This is where we can come up with a unique, brilliant understanding about the truth and lies. What do we know? What have we figured out? What have we been told? And how do we make it better? It's about the earth, the physical plane, and then about history. I'm hoping, because it's looking this way, people are starting to wake up and realize that pretty much everything is in some way, shape, or form a lie. And then for you to sort it out. They use a pressure release system is what I call it. Picture your tires, you fill them up on a cool day. A real warm front comes, and then all of a sudden your sensor in your car says, hey, your tires are not right. You go and see they're too full. So we do let the pressure out so they're back to a good, manageable level so you can drive and not hurt the tires and have a comfortable drive. This is what is done to us, and it's always been done. Pressure relief. When they want to bring up something, or they want to deal or address something, they'll bring it up in the opposite manner, or they'll bring it up and look like it's being worked on, and then that they know that you'll back off subconsciously and not worry about it or panic or face it. If they can just relieve a little pressure off you and make you feel like, oh, good, it's being worked on. That they will do that, and then you will back off. I don't want you to do that anymore. That's over. With this Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus, I think that's ending. I'm watching people, and I'm really loving it. The other of the conjunctions is Mars and Mercury in Virgo, and it's about details. It's about understanding and the lies that are being revealed. So you're doing that. You're handling that. I talked about that a little bit ago. For the squares in this new moon, we have Jupiter and Uranus are squaring the Sun, Moon, and Venus. Again, I'm going back to lies because I think that's really what we need right now is figure out that pretty much everything's a lie. And now we can go back and start pulling it apart and going, all right, then what is the truth? And how far do I got to go back to then get to where I can get to the truth? You must gain and bring the control back to you and the understanding of and the creative part of how can you understand and bring to you bring to your core what's going on so it benefits you and your world. Leo is about you being the creator, you figuring it out, you finding life force, and it's your will. So it's about you finding the truth, then taking it within, and then you changing or you coming to a deeper understanding to take and do this truth from your perspective that we all need. You're going to find you're going to surround yourself and that the synchronicities are ramped up like I've never seen before. You're going to find you'll mention something, it'll be mentioned in some other part of your world where you didn't even bring it up. You'll do something, you'll see somebody else is doing the same thing in your world. You didn't even talk about it. So enjoy this because the synchronicities and what this new moon and what this energies are everywhere. And you're finally finding that your power was within, and that's a huge part of this moon. That's a square, so work's got to be done. It's Jupiter, Uranus, squaring Sun, Moon, Venus. Jupiter, Uranus, and Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Leo. The trines, there's a nice set of trines. Chiron is trining the Sun, Moon, and Uranus, and it's finding out, in my opinion, because these are fire signs, so we're going to reveal, make it better, or make it more understood, from Chiron, the wounded healer, to the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Leo, and then make a better path, or a more clear path, or a path where alchemy's been brought, where we bring back in that we have the ability to heal ourselves, or we have the ability to get the knowledge to heal, and we do not need, to the degree that we're leaning on the medical industry as it is, whether it's pharmacy, surgery, whatever. It's finding out that the healthcare industry is really just trying to regulate how sick they want you, how many illnesses they can invent or create that they can create a pill for to keep you in that realm. That's really all they're doing. I don't really care. I'm not even going to talk about that. You guys can comment below if you don't like that. I don't care, but it's true. Here's a chance to take back control, as there's fire signs where we bring heat, we change what's going on and make it better, and make it better for us, not better for the industries that are the corporations that have been created. Now we have an unbelievable grand trine. This is where I'm leaning everywhere. We have Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus, that's the first earth sign. We have Mars and Mercury in Virgo, which is the second earth sign. And then we have Pluto in Capricorn back. Remember, it went into Aquarius a little bit, now it's back. And with this nice trine, what we have is the great awakening about the physical plane and how we've been, steered, guided, however you want to talk about it, to believe that this is some extremely difficult scenario we've been dropped into here on this world. And every day you need more education because it's so difficult that you cannot figure it out. And so you got to go get more education, or you have to give up more control on this physical plane to maneuver or manipulate or even exist. That's a big fat lie. Sorry. With all these earth signs, you're going to start to, if you don't already see them, the level of the lies, they're everywhere. And it's not just about what's going on today, but it's about how the narrative's been positioned into how we got here. So the history is a damn lie. Once you open your eyes, you can't take any of this back. This trine is about you sorting out, figuring out, and going, I got this. I have an understanding, and I now have an awareness that maybe, just maybe, what I've been led to believe is not the truth. And that's in every facet of whatever structure has been created on the physical plane. That's governments, that's schooling, it's medical, it's the science, it's all of it. Wake up. This is way more simple than you ever thought. This new moon in Leo, I'm hoping to light a fire within you for you to go after, get after what you know. There's a lot of us that have started the awakening process, and we're realizing that we know, we have a knowing. There's so much more that we know than even we're giving ourselves credit for, and we must tap into that to a deeper level. We don't need, to a degree, we don't need these scenarios that have been created where you need to have a license, schooling or whatever just to exist on this physical plane. All that stuff leads to a narrative that is pretty much stifling for the human, the average human. And we've got to get away from that. We've got to take back our control. And it's going to be peaceful. I ain't worried about that. But it's really ramped up and it's time. So I'm hoping that with this moon on the 16th in Leo at 5:38 a.m. East Coast time, because that's where I am, it'll occur at 23 degrees. I hope that you sit down and in the following, probably next 30 minutes, I'll have where this moon's going to happen for you by ascendant or rising sign, and where to best place your energies. So I will not go through the dialogue with each one. I'm just going to tell where the moon was. I'll probably tell where the grand trine is, So you can then go, all right, it's in those houses for me. I need to be careful, and I need to make sure that I take this all the way back to my life based on where my rising sign was and start getting after it. Now, the last thing I want to say here before I move over to the rising signs and where the planets will be placed is you must find your spirit, and you must start believing in you to a level or a degree that you never have before. If you do, I promise you, I'm doing it, and I promise you, more people to your left and your right and behind you, in front of you, are doing the same thing. And you got to trust the universe. You got to throw some patience in there. A lot of people I'm around don't like to hear these words, and then you got to believe. So trust, patience, and belief, and you're going to get there. You will get the information as you need it. You got to know that. If you keep patience in there, you'll be at your finest at all points, whether it's chaos in a good way, chaos in a bad way, whether things are rolling or nothing's working. You don't swing, stay in the middle. Pluto loves us to swing from one extreme to the other, whether it's ecstasy or misery, it doesn't matter. Light or dark, happy or sad, birth or death. Pluto doesn't care. I'm begging you to get in the middle. It's never been a better time for you to evolve. There's never been a greater awakening. We have the younger generation that's coming is so far beyond us, and there's synchronicities that they can create, and the way energy works, the way electricity works, the way this whole thing works is going to be revealed. You've got to start thinking differently and looking differently. Quit believing the narratives they're giving you. Start looking for yourself. I'm wishing you the best. I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and then I'm going to start the ascendants, and I'll start with Aries. So I hope you hang on and wait for your rising sign. Okay, for you Aries ascendants, the new moon will occur in the 5th house, and so you're going to want to plant seeds about the creative, from the creative perspective of you finding that which brings life back to you. That's also, if you want children, you can plant the seed in that arena, but it's about ideas or just anything that you do that, and you know it, right? This is within you, that you believe that brings life to you because you believe in it, and you love it, and you can just create and make unbelievable things in whatever arena that is. That can be sports, that can be work, that can be your home, and it could be anything. You want to plant seeds in that creative sector. For you, the grand trine will happen in houses 2, houses 6, and houses 10. And that's kind of almost the natural order, so to speak. And so you got Uranus and Jupiter in your 2nd house of your value system. So you're changing big time about how you see yourself, how others see you, and then how you value that which you maybe get back in return for that. It's your ability to earn. Pluto and Mars and Mercury are transiting your 6th house of your daily routine, work, and then how you go about perfecting the self, the individual from deep within you. And then Pluto's up at the very top of being acknowledged for that which you become. This grand trine is working in the same houses that I talked about that are ruled by earth signs. So you're really figuring out the earth and how it's working, and you're really figuring out how to create or to change or to, I don't want to just say succeed, I would say to prosper maybe in this, in that maybe you simplify and you prosper from that. You don't have to get more money, but you're understanding your values, and you're working from perspective that you're taking this physical world and you're going, look, I'm going to work with you. You have all these planets nicely trying to help you there. For you, you're at the end of a Saturn cycle. It's in the 12th house, so you're winding down to a degree, a way of being, and you're preparing for a change. It's not there yet, but you're finding yourself cycling through karmically, ridding that which you don't, allowing that back in, which you do need. That's the Aries ascendants. The Taurus ascendants, this moon, sun and moon, Leo's going to be at the very bottom of your chart. And so you're, I always say that's where you have to look in a mirror where your soul is naked and you're looking and you can see it back. So you're having to really face who you are. A lot of change can happen here, but you're really that home environment or that sense of longing or belonging from whenever, that knowing is being dealt with here, so you can plant seeds in that arena, and the opportunities here for you to really get after that from that sacred place of what you know home to be, and define it. For you, that's the new moon, so you want to plant the seeds there in your home environment and how to improve, or maybe you move, I don't know, I don't care. For you, the grand trines happen in house 1, 5, and 9. And so what's happening here is Jupiter and Taurus, very stable energy, but you're Taurus ascendant, and Jupiter and Uranus there are really shaking you up, and you're really awakening to just how unique you can be. Yes, you have to have a plan. Yes, you work the plan, but these planets are really helping you change and become that which you are, so even more than how people have noticed you, and even you've noticed you. So you should be awakening from that perspective to even a greater level. In the 5th house, you have Mars and Mercury, and so the opportunity for you here is to find fun, define fun, and work from perspective with Mars and Mercury. They're fleeting to a degree. Mercury's going to go retro, but it's really about you honing in, perfecting that which you need. Children might be a little more of an issue here, or a little more fun. Also, find ways, maybe exercise or reading or picking up something new to learn that'll help you even find more that you resonate with, that which brings the life force back to you. Pluto's in the 9th house, and I describe the 9th house as if you carried a video camera with you your whole life, and we could hear the audio as well as video. And so everything you experienced, you ran it through a film that we could watch. And so we would have a pretty good idea of what you knew, what meant things to you, how you understood them. Pluto's here reminding you to do that before we then can recognize you. It'd be like going to the awards after the film that you created of your life. And then we would award you as Pluto would move into the 10th house when it goes back into Aquarius. So this grand trine is about you, the change, what you love and funds the change for you, and then Pluto at the 9th house. What is your belief system? How far will you travel? What is it you know? Take that to the nth degree and enjoy that, so we can then give you the accolades you truly deserve. That's for Taurus ascendant. All right, the Gemini ascendant, the new moon's going to happen in your 3rd house. So this is the house of communication, learning, or teaching. So you take a class. Maybe you want to be a teacher. Maybe you want to start teaching. That can be there. It's brothers and sisters, short distance travel, and it can. And what I like to talk about is like kind of what you're learning as you finish the process of your seed planting, what you've learned about what kind of seeds you wanted, what you thought you'd grow, whatever. And it's the end of that process. You haven't yet realized what the fruit or vegetable or the tree that you planted or what it's going to come to, but you felt like, all right, good. For where I am, I've worked my part and done my part, and I planted seeds. So you want to put the seeds there in that realm of learning and teaching, basically. For you, the grand trine, the 4th house was Mars and, let me go to the 12th house, Uranus and Jupiter. You're wrapping up a lot of cyclical stuff, and the past or what you knew or is changing, you're going to discard that which you no longer knew, but you may tap into and bring new things to you. I love Uranus in the 12th is, the 12th house rules karma, but what I also think with Uranus there, it's like, what about the good karma? What about what you did in the past, and it's now coming and you're going to benefit from, or the potential to benefit of good karma that you paid it forward. That's the opportunity. I think Jupiter does that as well. You might find people from your past come back, so don't miss that as well. That's Taurus there. And you also understand the world a lot better. And you're probably seeing the lies more than most if you're a Gemini ascendant, just because of where those two planets are. For you, the 4th house then held the trine from, of course, Taurus to Virgo. You have Mars and Mercury there. 4th house is of home. most sacred place. So you're probably perfecting, remodeling, maybe moving, but tweaking that which makes you feel like home, or the home itself. This is you again, looking at the soul from perspective of who am I, what matters? Do I, look out for myself? Do I allow myself to get what I deserve? You got to address those things here. Pluto is in the 8th house of death and rebirth. So is Capricorn for you. So you're an old soul, very old, that probably limited early in life. If this is your chart, and you figured it out, and so that you're old and you're young when you're old, Pluto's there. So you're really dealing with death and rebirth. You've got a lot of endings and beginnings. I think it should be the other way around, rebirth and death, as I think rebirth's our bigger choice. Death is the easier one. Sorry, that's what I believe. With this grand trine there, these are all the water ruled houses. So you're breaking things down. You're coming into a realm or a perspective of sorting things out from the water perspective. So you might find yourself a little more emotional. So know that as well, and enjoy the process of think of water. What it does is break things down to the most minute part where it can be sorted out, breaks it down to where you can figure it out. Water does that. Water is the life force, and it's very powerful. For you, Saturn's in the 9th house, so, the 10th house, so the life should be flowing pretty well, and you should be receiving awards, accolades for what you've done. Saturn is the ruler of the 10th house, so things should be going fairly smoothly, unless you were addicted or hindered or altered your state of being by something through addictive tendencies. Doesn't mean that's bad. Maybe you're addicted to work and you are benefiting that way. I don't mind. I don't care. But know that that is where you're at. This is a huge opportunity for you. So know Saturn at the top. You want to receive all the accolades and all the benefits of being at the top, because it's going to be 29 years before it's back. So life flow should be good for this group. That's the Gemini ascendants. Okay, the Cancer ascendants. The new moon will occur in your 2nd house of your value system. Who are you? What are you? What do you value yourself as, and how much can you earn? All these things happen. Having Leo there, very creative sign to have there, so I like that. And it's about you then valuing yourself to even another level. So plant seeds in that. Am I truly value myself? What is my worth? And really get after that. As this Leo, Venus and the moon can really help you just bring alchemy to who you are and transform that into something so much more. Huge opportunity for income here. I'm going to move it or switch it around a little bit. Saturn for you is in the 9th house, and so that's where you're going to put that movie together that I talked about in a couple signs back, of you walking through your life with a video camera that has audio enabled, so we can hear and see what you're doing. It's a nice place for Saturn, is it's like you piece together after you've worked on you, you presented it to the outside world, they tweaked it, and now you've taken both scenarios and you said, what am I going to do with it? Saturn up here is a nice place, because I think you can take and get as close to the potential as possible here. It's a good place for Saturn. Life force should be good here. The trine of the three, the grand trine of the three earth signs for you are the hold on a second. Sorry for that. It's the 3rd house, the 7th house, and the 11th house. So those are the air ruled signs. So yeah, it's Earth, but you're probably digging deeper than most and going, these are lies. Damn, I was lied to, or they said this and that's not true, or you're finding the truth. So you're taking these 3 Earth signs with all these planets in them that are in the air signs, as far as how astrology rules it, and you're going, wait a minute here, this ain't right. And so you're digging deep, and you're sorting it out more than most. So if you find yourself with, Taurus in the 11th, with Virgo in the 3rd, and with Pluto in the 7th, you are totally altering the narrative as far as understanding, and you're doing research big time. This is Cancer ascendants. Trust me, you are kicking it where it comes to research. Now, Taurus and Uranus in the 11th house is a very good placement, as it's hopes, wishes, dreams, how they define it. Uranus rules this house. So you're really thinking about, hey, what are the possibilities? Where can I take this? Where are we going? And build a base from that, right? Your timing might be off initially. It'll catch back up. Your timing will be okay. Mercury and Mars are in the 3rd house, so you're wanting to learn, teach, figure things out from that perspective of that Gemini ruled house, 3rd. And so you're really digging deep and trying to sort this out, and Mars and Mercury are helping you. And then that 7th house, my God, Pluto there, huge change in partners. Maybe they passed, maybe you found the one, so to speak. I don't want to say that's the only narrative here, but you're seeing the not self is what I consider the 7th house for what it is with Pluto there. With Capricorn being on that sign, it's usually a limited opportunity to really get to know people. But Pluto's here. This may be the one chance. I don't know. It does matter how old you are. It should be 5, like you got to find your soulmate. But know that with Pluto here, huge opportunities with others. Their power, your power. Just don't give them. You don't give your power away to them, and don't try to take their power. Don't try to take it away from them. Try to get them, and it'll work both. Huge potential here in that realm, and I think the opportunities for this group are that you're going to sort out and figure out the lies. And that's Cancer ascendant. Okay, the Leo ascendants, this new moon's happening in your house. New moon, Sun and Taurus, Leo. Now, you're already a spirited individual, trying to make things better, bring them to a higher point. This is where you want to work on you. This is where you plant seeds of what more can I become? What am I? How do I want to continue to develop? The seeds get planted on you, working on you, okay? So don't miss that opportunity for the new moon being in the 1st house, because this is where you're the change. Don't forget that. Saturn for you is in the 8th house. That's of others' monies, resources, others' power. So know that you might have troubles or struggles with that. Can be with older people too, or people that maybe seem wiser. Saturn always rules, I think, the perspective of older, and I don't want to say more knowledgeable, but maybe more understanding. So Saturn for you in the 8th house is death and rebirth through others. So know that things may end, but trust me, beginnings are coming or will show up. For you, the grand trine in the earth signs, you have Taurus at the top, you have Virgo, Taurus, Jupiter and Uranus there at the 10th house. You have Virgo, Mercury and Mars in the 2nd house, and you have Pluto, Capricorn in the 6th house. So for you, it's about the values, the top of the charts, you being noticed for who you are, what you are. You're probably a very good worker, hard worker. Uranus and Jupiter up there, opportunities or accolades have been tossed upon you. But this is also the quest that you want to take and go, all right, what more can I be? Or where's the next level? Let me break the glass ceiling. Let me get to the next layer, next level. Pluto. I always want to say Pluto. It's Mars and Mercury are in the 2nd house of your value system. So you're tweaking, trying to perfect more of who you are, what's your value. Am I getting enough for my value? You probably overanalyze this, having Virgo there. These 2 planets there to help you to maybe sort it out to a deeper level, or maybe confuse it even more. But know that there's huge opportunity to perfect what you're doing, and so you can you should get more money out of this. Pluto's in the 6th house of daily routine, watch minor illnesses, your work and what you do for service. Also the perfecting point of before we take who we are and put it above the chart to then start experiencing through others. So Pluto here is a fine tuning, so to speak, of the individual. So you may find yourself doing that. If you do get an illness or whatever, back it up, do the research and find out whatever ailment it is, and what created it. Pluto helps us get to the core of that, so huge opportunity there. As far as for you, that this is a grand trine in the earth signs, and these are earth signs. They just rotated themselves backwards once. So figuring out and understanding the lies, the truths, the BS, you're doing that as well. Again, most of us are doing it anyway, but it's being done on a deeper level. You're in that group. So this is Leo Ascendant. You are bigger than life. We need bigger than life results now, so get after it. So the Virgo Ascendant, so Leo New Moon is in the going to happen in your 12th house, and I like this here, especially for you. This is paid it forward work karmically that's been done. Why don't you plant seeds to maybe tap into that? Why don't you plant seeds to maybe some things that you missed karmically that you could bring back? Also plant seeds for things you're ready to rid yourself of to begin a whole new cycle. Huge opportunity with the new moon in the 12th house in this sign of Leo. For you, Saturn is in the 7th house, partners. So you're taking a serious approach to continuing with the partner if you're with one. If you are with one, then you may end it. You may begin a relationship if you're not in one. So know that Saturn is the call to duty. Saturn's in the 7th, and that's of others, not self, the not self. So you're going to find yourself having to merge or deal with and do things with others with Saturn here. That's the quest. Careful, it can be elusive. With having Pisces there, take the rose-colored glasses off, see it for what it is. For you, the grand trine of earth signs is happening in house 1, 5, and 9. Those are fire ruled. So, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius rule those houses. But we know the earth signs are there. So what we're doing, this group is doing, is trying to make things better. You're improving yourself. That's where Mars and Mercury are in the 1st house in Virgo. Perfecting of the self and trying to do something to improve from your perspective. Pluto is in the 5th house of that life force, or that which brings you life, that which you believe in. So know that here's huge opportunities here with to create. It could be a child, could be a job, could be a hobby, could be whatever, but a huge opportunity to create as Pluto rules from the deepest of our souls. That all that we know, all that we've worked on it all this time. So huge awakenings could be happening there. Also, the lover, because this is love affairs, could come or be relevant in your life now. And then the 9th house is Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus. And again, you're very stable, powerful, understanding, get the job done energy here. So having Uranus and Jupiter there, show us that, right? You're putting your movie of your life, of what you know, how you've done it. You probably have some unbelievable things to help us sustain or create on the physical plane things that can be sustained. So don't miss that opportunity to get your unique perspective and all the things that you've worked on and done out there. A huge opportunity for that in this group. And this was the Virgo Ascendants. The Libra Ascendants. You have the new moon in the 11th house, and this is 40 wishes. Jan Spiller had a book out. You could put 40 intentions to the universe in present term, like you already have it, like it's already there. I am creative. I am an alchemist. Put that out in the universe. Let them know what you love. Let them know what you want to love you. Put it out in the universe. 40 wishes in the present tense, and get after it. The 11th house is where we sorted things out. We need to put it together from perspective that we have an understanding, and where can we take the understanding we have. For you, Saturn is going to be in your 6th house, and 6th house is of daily routine. Better time, a good time, couldn't be a better time to get healthier. If you have an illness, go get it fixed, looked at, taken care of. Don't let it drag out. Don't want a minor illness to become a major illness. And a great time to set boundaries, get routines in your daily venture, right? So start setting goals, objectives, and boundaries. It would be a great time to do that with Saturn there. Saturn, again, is the call to duty. For you, the earth signs fell in 12, 4, and 8, and that's water ruled, so you're going to find yourself emotional, 4 is your awareness of who you are deep within. 8's death and rebirth, and 12 is karmically what you paid for and what you have to pay because you screwed it up, and now you're having to pay the piper. So for you, the Taurus is in the 8th house. I kind of like that there. Brings stability to the rebirth and death part. So beginnings, endings. Taurus, you may have things in, but with Uranus and Jupiter there, something better is behind it. So wake up. Let it happen. Don't fight it. Don't hold on to anything that gets jerked from you in the 8th house. Know that something better is trying to replace it. The more you fight, the more you lose. It's just how that works. 12th house, you have Virgo, you have Mars and Mercury there, and it's about perfecting that which you've been karmically. That's where we self-imprison, so careful if you've done that. Break the cycle. It's where we've done work and have to pay for things because we took more than we gave, or it wasn't equal, or we gave more than we took, so it's a payback to a degree. Having that there, you're going to be very, probably fidgety, I guess, is, that 12th house of karma is sorrow, self-undoing, but it's also bringing and allowing the good back. And sometimes Virgo overanalyzes, so don't miss where you've done the work and you have beneficial things coming back to you. Pluto, for you, is now in the 4th house. That's a very sacred place. Home is in flux. The mother may also be in flux. So look at that. Look at the relationship, what she meant to you. And then look at you. Who are you? What are you? What matters to you? Having Pluto down here is very powerful, extremely powerful. And it's in the opposite. It's a trine from where it rules. So I think that the opportunities are you to find hidden what you are, who you are, that maybe even you hid from yourself. So let Pluto do that and unveil the real you. It would be a very good thing for all of us as we all need each other. This was the Libra Ascendant. Scorpio Ascendant. Put the new moon at the top of your chart. Plant the seeds on who you are, what do you want to be known for. You have Leo up there, so you're bigger than life. You take things and try to make them better. You have a lot of fire. Your spirit and your soul is probably pretty noticed as you're in the outer world. Let this plant seeds of where it is and what it is you want to be known for, and let that creative, powerful side be shown and known. And it's probably happening. So, I'm hoping that you're allowing that to just continue. Saturn for you in the 5th house of fun. It don't feel like fun right now as Saturn came out of the low. 5th house is where we're starting to figure out what we want to do for fun. So you might find yourself doing more, finding more, being more, and trying to create. So know that the call now is to find that which you love, find that which brings the life force back. It's a process here, one foot in front of the other. Don't try to rush it. It's all good. You'll be okay. For you, third, let's see, the earth signs fell in the air signs, which are 11, 3, and 7. We have in 7, Taurus, Uranus, and Jupiter. Probably huge opportunities from others, through others, with others, to create. Taurus there, stable. You like stable individuals, are good for you. Let their unique part out. Let them see you. Let Jupiter magnify that. So huge opportunities to partner with people that are really going to be beneficial to bring more stability into your world, you into theirs. So I like that, those two planets there. Mars and Mercury are in the 11th house, and that's, we're really particular about trying to move forward, what's going on, what is in tomorrow. You probably do a really good job with that. Let this energy continue that. Don't get too over analytical. Don't bring analysis paralysis in too much. Let it be. Know that you're going to find, dig, and search and figure out through others and through yourself what it is that we can possibly take where we are now. Again, lies are going to be revealed, so know that you're going to have opportunities to see that, either through others, you through them, but then together as you put whatever it is together. You want to learn and dig deep into lies. That's why I talked about lies a second ago, because Pluto's in the 3rd house, and that's about communication, teaching, and learning. So know that you're digging deep here, and there's nothing's going to go unturned with you having Pluto down here, so get after it. I'm a little jealous. I probably won't have Pluto transits in these houses, so it sucks for me, but for the ones that do, I'm very fascinated by the work they do and the depths they go to sort this out. So get after it and enjoy the process. That was Scorpio Ascendant. Okay, Sagittarius Ascendant. For you, the new moon's fallen in the 9th house. And so it's about what do you know, what do you believe, your wandering abilities, your ability to travel, sort things out, figure them out, and then make them better or take them to a higher place. A lot of passion, I think, in all that. And so this new moon is about all of that. What do you know? Who are you? Show us your movie. You know, be good with the narrative. Give us a clear video. Show us. We want to see it. Plant seeds in that you help and promote that which you know, that which you are, that which brings passion to you. Saturn views at the very bottom. You're at a low life force time. Not a bad thing, but you need you the most, and this is about you sorting it out from that perspective. So get on it. Worry about you, please. Don't worry about anybody else. So you might feel like you've done everything wrong, everything sucks. Can't pick one foot up and put it in front to take another step, but you're going to. You will. You got this. So with Saturn down here, I would just say enjoy getting to know you, and the life force needs to be turned inward. So don't be out. Don't be a party animal. You don't need to be. You need to worry about you most. Okay. For you, all the Earth signs are back in the Earth ruled houses. So we have Uranus and Jupiter in the 6th house, and that's where you perfect the work that you did on you before you have to expose it. I love that because you're a very capable, accountable, trustworthy individual. Let this Uranus Jupiter even magnify that more, so others can go, wow, I knew they would, do their part, whatever, but man, they got a creative side to them, or they have this uniqueness. Let that out, please let it out. As the 6th house does, perfecting that. Also, find a better way to care for health-wise for yourself. Virgo is in the 10th house. That's with Mars and Mercury, of course. And the 10th house is of you being acknowledged for that which you've done, work you've done. You're very particular. You're going to do the work. You like to know the details, and so let yourself be known for that, and enjoy this process. Mars is up there. Don't get pissed off or upset. Let the Mars passion side out, and be grateful for that which you've done, what you've become, and what you've been acknowledged for. Now, for you, Pluto's in the 2nd house, and having Capricorn there is usually limited on the value of what one earns. So usually a little more struggle. Pluto coming here can change that tremendously. So as Pluto's transiting here, look at your value. Look at, hey, have I had not had many opportunities, or were the opportunities very minimalistic in their return on the investment? I don't know. Pluto can help change that and transform it, but it's about you looking at how you look at your value and what your worth is. So don't miss that opportunity, as huge gains can be had here, and sometimes windfalls, because I think Pluto rules the greatest miracle of all. Or you could lose everything, depending on which side you're holding on to too tight. Don't hold on to either one. Find more value in what you are and believe it, own it, because that's really what we need you to do here. So that was the Sagittarius Ascendant. Capricorn Ascendant. The new moon in Leo is going to be in the 8th house of death, rebirth, death, however you want to put it. Others, resources, others. So plant the seed if it is somebody you want to date or partner with or work with, if you think that's good for you. Or plant the seed and let the universe know, look, I'm looking for true partners that have power, that they and myself together can bring alchemy to something and make it just tremendously beneficial for people. So huge opportunities for that to do. Planting seeds in the 8th house is a powerhouse. Death and rebirth. End things that no longer needed. Begin things that need to begin. Let it begin, even if you don't know what it is. Saturn for you is in the 3rd house. So you're learning. You want to be careful you don't partner with people that want to tell you what you know or should know. But you're learning, need to learn, and your ability to learn is tremendously important now, as well as if you want to teach or if you have something you can teach, make sure you do what you need to do that, as Saturn is called to duty. The earth signs holding the grand trine are house 1, 5, and 9. That's fire ruled, so huge alchemy and change has happened. Pluto in the first in Capricorn, you have changed. I don't even have to tell you. Change with you has been unbelievable. This is the biggest transit, I think, of Pluto in all the charts. So you're the change. And if you don't change, Pluto will change you. I've seen a lot of devastation in individuals when Pluto came across the ascendant in the first house. The truth is, embrace change. Better do it. This group, Capricorn ascendants, you don't do it, you're in deep shit. If you do it, you will not believe the advancement you'll make. Taurus in the 5th house is, you're going to do your part. You're going to be practical. You probably can do some really beautiful things creatively out of the 5th house, but having Uranus and Jupiter there, that just took it up 100-fold. So really get after it. I know you're going to do the work. You'll make it happen. You'll see it through. Let the creative side come in. Let the uniqueness of you come in, because that'll be a key here. Virgo with Mars and Mercury there in the 9th. Again, it's your movie. Give us every little detail. Tell us what the air smelled like, or the room, or, as you shoot the video, and give us the audio of the movie that you've created about the life that you understand. Give us all the details we want. Give us the backdrop. You're good at that. I want to see passion, good time for that. Really sort out why you are who you are, why you're drawn to who you are, and just let that roll. So I think you'll really like where that goes. That's the Capricorn ascendants. The Aquarius ascendants. The new moon, the new moons, the sun, of course, and Venus are all in the 7th house of partnerships. Plant seeds. What kind of partner you want? If you have a partner, how can you get the best out of them? How can you get the most with them? Plant the seeds, and if you don't have a partner, what kind of partner do you want, but what do you need to be to get that partner? So huge opportunities for you to plant seeds on finding somebody with Leo qualities, or somebody with the qualities of that they want to create and they want to bring alchemy to things. So, but you need to allow them to change, which sometimes can be difficult if you're not careful. So the new moons happen in the 7th house of others. Saturn for you is in the 2nd house, and that's of your value system. You got to work on who you are, what you are, what the abilities that you are, and what that can earn. Work on that from a perspective of, am I doing my part, right? Saturn coming here can feel restrictive, but don't let it be. We'll say, hey, my call to duty is to find my value to another level, so I can then get back what I deserve. If you do that work, Saturn always blesses you as it goes through. But Saturn in the 2nd is about, do not take what others and how they look at your value, do not take that knowing it. Otherwise, you're going to be in big trouble, because then you'll be their value system. And when that Saturn swings 14 years from now, you will be one miserable individual, and I don't want that for you. So what's your worth? What are you willing to fight for? What are you willing to do for that? Do not take somebody else's opinion over yours. That's a key, please. All the Earth trine, grand trine, is going to be in 12, 4, and 8. That's water rule. And this is a doozy with Pluto in the 12th. That's the karmic house. You get stuff from your past that comes up that you might not expect. Don't fight it. Stay in the middle. Work with it. It could be tremendously beneficial. Pluto likes to deal in extremes. It may not come in a way that looks beneficial. Know that. But this is the deepest, darkest time that you can evolve, and you can miraculously catapult yourself from step 1 to step 100 if you need. I don't care. With Pluto there, it's going to be up to you how you handle it. Anything you hold on too tight that Pluto says you got to get rid of, it's going to just take more, take more, take more, take more, and then you'll be in a damn battle for your life, and you'll feel like it. In the 8th house is Virgo. It's Mars and Mercury, so it's death and rebirth. It's total transformation. You're very aware from the soul perspective of others, their power, your power, how that interacts. Probably give your power away a lot. Try to take it. There's a battle here. It's constant, never ending. So know that's in play. Know that a huge opportunity for you to find who you are, let others be who they are, and sit in the middle and blend. I'm here, they're here, this is what they think, this is what I think, sit in the middle. Let them both come and try to make something, make the most of it. Don't go over here because you think that's what they want. Don't let them come here because then they'll try to control you. Don't do that. Take this and make it for what it is, death and rebirth. Let things end if they need to. There's a rebirth coming. Fourth house, you have Uranus and Jupiter there. All kinds of change in your home life. Could be with your mother, but your home life. All kinds of change. You like stable, you like this, you like whatever. I'm telling you, don't think and don't worry about stability right now. Uranus is coming to make it, leave it better than it was found. Jupiter's trying to expand that. That is coming. Get ready. Prepare yourself for that. Know that it might look a lot different in the moment, but it'll look very familiar down the road. So don't fight that at all. Please do not fight it. Okay. That was Aquarius ascendant. You're oddball anyway. I'm one, so I could say that. So. Lastly, Pisces ascendant. For you, Saturn's here. You're changing. You are the change. You cannot go on as you have. And so what's happening is with Saturn here is the change has to come, and it's from you. Sorry, you're going to change. So you might find people leave your life, but that's going to help you because maybe they were trying to tell you or be an influence, too much of an influence on who you are. You're going to change, and you are going to do it from within. So get ready for that. Get ready for new. Get ready for what's going on. Get ready for trying new stuff. I'm not saying you'll stick with it. I'm not saying you'll throw everything out that you did do. I'm saying that you need to blend it. Figure out where it is you are, where it is you want to go. It's the beginning of a 29-year cycle. No way in hell you tell me that you'll know what you'll look like in 29 years. I promise you. So no Saturn's there, and you're the change. For you, the new moon is in the 6th house of daily routines, perfecting daily routines, perfecting the self, plant the seeds. Have I done everything I wanted? Am I what I need to be? Is there anything I need to tweak? Is there any more alchemy I can bring to become something more before I have to rise up and show the world who I am and start getting tested severely by the world? I want it as good as I can get it. Leo's there, do that. They take it and make it better. With this new moon there, bring alchemy to you. You can also find and heal and help heal yourself, but get healthier. Be a big, big, big opportunity for that. Also, you can also, daily routine can be cleaned up a bit to where it's more effective and efficient, where your passion just throughout the day exists. So don't be afraid to plant seeds in that arena. For you, all the earth signs fell in 3, 7, and 11 this time. So, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 3, 7. Nope, that's wrong. No, that's true. 3, 7, and 11. And so, what you're going to do here is, those are air ruled. So you're digging for the truth. You're finding the truth. You're seeking that which you think matters, and you're going to communicate it or learn about it more. So you're one of those ones that are going to really dig in here and start calling the BS from the lies that are out there big time. So don't worry about that. For you, what you want to learn or teach, Taurus is there for you. So you want to make sure you know. You want to teach people the basics and give them a good foundation. Uranus and Jupiter there is really changing what matters to you, what you think and believe. Get after that. Let that continue to change that, and be more from a perspective that's yours versus the systems. That's a key. Virgo is in the 7th house. That's where mine is. So it's very interesting because it's on my Pluto-Uranus conjunct. So that Mars and that Mercury are there. Very interested in others and communicating with others and partnering. So I'm working from that perspective. There's some things that'll throw delays in there, and don't let it get you. But know that just keep working. Who are you? Who are others? How can they help you? How do you help them? What do they mean to you? What do you mean to them? Let all that unfold, as that's what we're doing right now. So do not miss that opportunity about the not self from the not self house if you have Virgo there. For you, Capricorn is in the 11th. That's of hopes, wishes, and dreams. Probably don't feel like much of that happens as Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, and it's usually limited in how it or why it operates the way it does, and that your opportunities are minimal. But with Pluto here, that's changed. So hopefully you've taken Pluto being in that 11th house and let the transformation, the death and rebirth happen. And those beliefs that, oh, that'll never happen for me. Oh, that's not for me, that's for others. Oh, others would get out chances, but I wouldn't. Nope, that's gone. Pluto's here to transform that. Totally overhaul it if you let it. Or it could totally take you even further down the road. So having Pluto there is huge opportunity for total transformation. Death of an old way, birth of a new. And this is an 11th house. So where do you think you can go? Where do you think this goes? Take that and own it. Okay? All right, that's it. I went through all that. I hope that was good. I hope y'all can put up with me for this long. I'm having a heck of a time putting up with myself looking at me in this stupid video. So sorry. It's not a stupid video, but looking at me in the video. Anyway, I hope you got what you needed, and I hope that it's beneficial. Comment, there's never been a better time to reveal the truths and the lies. Let's get after it. Good luck.